So today we have part 3 of reacting to social media drills. Some good, some bad, some terrible. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on all of them, why I think they're bad, why I think they're good, how we can improve them, all that kind of stuff. So with that said, let's get right into it. First one, we have UConn dribbling and doing stationary stuff with gloves on. I'm not sure which gloves. I'm not sure that it matters. The caption is, "This is how the best team in college basketball prepares." So I guess I'm assuming that means that that's how you guys should prepare for games as well. Now, what if we saw the worst college basketball team doing this? Would we now all of a sudden say it's not a good drill? So it depends on who's doing the drill that makes it good or bad, right? So just because someone's doing something and they're good doesn't mean that you should do it, doesn't mean that it works, and doesn't mean that it's what got them there. So this does not mean that this is why UConn is good. Now, this may be a placebo. Now, if a placebo works and it makes them think that they're more prepared for the games, makes them think they can handle the ball better, it probably works in that sense, but you could do anything, right? You could have them watch a cartoon, and if it makes them believe that they're gonna shoot better, then I guess you can do that, and you could say it's working. So end of the day, just question what you see. Just because some good team's doing it doesn't mean it works. If we did this with a 3rd grade team, if you saw someone on social media doing that, everyone would be clowning this dude. So at the end of the day, take what you guys see and question why they're doing it, what's the reasoning behind it, and if you guys should even do it. If you don't understand the reason, the exact point that they're trying to accomplish through that drill, and it would benefit you, don't do it. So next one. So first off already, as a righty, I don't know why you would be facing up with your right foot as your pivot foot. If you're gonna have to step across your body, it's gonna be slower. It's gonna be tougher to shoot. It's gonna be tougher to jab. You're just putting yourself in an awkward situation. I'm not sure how much basketball this guy's watched. Go look at any single post player in the NBA. Absolutely, in college, none of them are posting up with their right foot like that on the left side with their dominant foot as their pivot foot. With a lot of this stuff that you guys see, again, like the last one, question what you see. If you were a trainer and you were telling somebody to do something that just does not happen in the game or is just not realistic, why are you teaching it, right? As a basketball player, if you question this, okay, you would know right off the bat, all right, this probably isn't really realistic, and you shouldn't be teaching that players should be doing this every single time. Now, there might be times and places for you to do this, but this should not be the standard. So I don't know why this person's teaching this. There's no real fixing this drill other than just eliminating it altogether. But again, what's good in theory and what's actually applied is two completely different things. Next one is a fantastic warm-up. I love this. So we got cones, so we're working on driving, running in curvilinear lines. We're working on defense. We're working on being able to shift. So this is a great warm-up from a physical standpoint of we're working on all the qualities that you guys are going to see in basketball, and we're able to do it in a fun way. So as opposed to doing stationary dribbling, as opposed to passing stationary back and forth or just doing a dynamic warm-up, this is a fantastic way to warm up for basketball, especially a group, especially a team practice, a good way to change pace. Players are going to be having fun when they are smiling and having fun. It's going to help them learn more during the actual session. So if there's ways that you guys can implement stuff like this in your practices and in your training, I highly recommend that you do it. Next one, we have the classic basic passing footwork. So there's a million better ways to do this. I understand what you're trying to get across, but especially players of this age, there's plenty of ways that you can put a defender in front of them. There's plenty of ways that you can turn it into live play, right? We're working on passing. You're working on passing in a straight line with no defense, with no read, and the guy you're passing to isn't even moving. So this is the most unrealistic way to train passing. Yes, you may be getting the footwork down, but I guarantee you every single one of these players can already do the footwork. Once they can all do it, it's time to move on. It's time to make it more difficult. It's time to advance that drill and to add some game-like qualities to your practice to make this more beneficial. So the caption says 3 to 4 minutes to get loose, ball handling, pivoting, whatever. I understand it's a warm-up, but again, there's way better ways to warm up. We do things like passing tag where players are passing, they're on the move, you have to hit a moving target. We do ones where they have to make passes with defense. So again, they're going to dribble, they're going to hit a spot, they're going to have to pivot to make a pass to a moving target with defense, and that's going to be way more beneficial, especially for players of this age. Next one, this is a fire video. If you want your kid to be a high-level athlete, this is the stuff that I wouldn't say that you have to go up in your backyard and set all this stuff up, but these are the things that you should be allowing your kid to do. Allow him to be a kid. Going on monkey bars, jumping over things, right? This is what's going to add to a kid's athletic development, their movement patterns, their resiliency as an athlete, not getting injured. I think far too many parents and even really parents and coaches are really holding their kids back because they don't want them to get hurt. They don't want to do things that may not look normal, and they're just keeping them inside, so you have to go to practice. This is honestly amazing. I love this. So this kid, when he gets older, whatever sport he does, he's gonna be good at it because he did shit like this. Last video, we got my guy Josh. So this is a great way to get conditioning in. This is a great way to train under more game-like qualities, right? We have a defender. It's game-like as in we're cutting off screens, we're changing directions, we're trying to be deceptive. Now you're not gonna get as many of the volume of shooting, but you're getting much higher quality reps, and this is a great way to do your conditioning. So as opposed to doing conditioning where you're running suicides, you're running up and down the court, or you're running 5 miles, do 20 makes of this. You will be gassed. It's game-like conditioning, and you're also being able to work on your skill in a game-like way that's actually going to translate over to shooting. So you don't always have to get a ton of reps. Sometimes it's about quality, and this is a great way to get quality reps. Shout out to my guy, Josh.